I'm Mark Spriggs. I'm the director of the Schulze School of Entrepreneurship here at St. Thomas. St. Thomas started their entrepreneurship classes in 1984. That was the first time that we offered entrepreneurship classes. We were one of the first in the country to do that. Since that time, we've been developing our courses. We've created an entrepreneurship department. We now have the Schulze School of Entrepreneurship, which is really an umbrella organization within St. Thomas that includes both our academic programs, the MBA program, the undergraduate program, as well as other activities such as the Small Business Development Center, Fast Track, which is an education program for people who want to be entrepreneurs. So it's a umbrella organization that brings all the pieces of entrepreneurship together within St. Thomas. We still are one of the only universities in the country that has an entrepreneurship department. What you will see in a lot of places is they have a number of faculty from other departments with interest in entrepreneurship. We have 6 full-time faculty in entrepreneurship at St. Thomas, one of the largest in the country. Entrepreneurs is a vocation. Just as being an accountant is a vocation or being a brand manager is a vocation. And we don't really teach people vocations in university settings. What we do teach them is skills. I can teach people the accounting skills. I can teach people the entrepreneurial skills that they need. They can then take those skills and apply them in their own career. Entrepreneurship thinking is a recent phenomenon in entrepreneurship. It's another way of looking at entrepreneurship, although it's been happening for a long time. If you think back to a number of early entrepreneurs, I look at Henry Ford. Henry Ford actually wanted to build $500 cars. His innovation to be able to do that was to go to an assembly line process of making cars. Until that time, everything had been handcrafted. But Henry Ford said, well, I need to do this a different way if I'm going to be able to sell these cars for $500. He also came up with the idea of having an agency that would sell the cars, where that was also new. So there was a number of innovative changes that he had. And so a lot of entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial thinking is really about innovation. It's about maybe it's process innovation, maybe it's product innovation. There's a lot of different ways to think about it, but a lot of it has to do with thinking about doing things differently. When Dick Schulze started Best Buy, he had the little store here in Roseville, Minnesota, the Sounds of Music, but as he then looked at how could I do this differently, he was one of the early big box innovative retailers that came up with the idea of we could sell these particular products in a different way. That's entrepreneurial thinking. There's been a number of successful entrepreneurs coming out of the program here at St. Thomas. One would be Alan Bignall. Started a company called Recon Robotics. They are a major vendor to the military services for devices that they can take into a battle scene and throw their little camera into a battle and find out, well, where are the people, what are the things. Saves a lot of lives. They're able to take advantage of that. Brad Slaker started a company called Design Wise Medical. It's a nonprofit, which is kind of an unusual way to start a business in the medical device companies. DesignWise Medical focuses on pediatric medical devices that Brad said just aren't getting enough attention and aren't getting the development time that they need at the large companies, so he created an organization that is focused on bringing those particular products to market so that those are going to be the devices that are there that are saving lives and improving the lives of pediatric patients. We have an area in Schulze Hall where we have students that are starting businesses that can get some office space from us. The office space gives them a computer and the phone and the desk and a place to work. It gives them a place to focus their business instead of maybe working out of their bedroom at home. It also gives them a nice place to meet with potential clients. They can bring them in and use our conference facilities. But a lot of it also has to do with it just brings those individuals together. They now are with 5 or 6 other companies that are being started by student entrepreneurs, and they can also kind of work with each other, talk about the problems that they have jointly. I think any entrepreneur has to be a leader. He has to lead people that work for him. Even in the early stages, there might only be 1 or 2 people on his team, but the entrepreneur is the center focus. He's the leader of that particular small group. He's the one that has to bring that group together. She has to say, these are the resources that I need to have. I'm going to pull these resources together. I'm going to organize these resources in a way that makes sense for the goals and mission that I have for this particular business. I think anybody who is in business, if you want to call them an entrepreneur or someone else, they have to lead the people in the organization. They have to lead even their customers sometimes in directions that the customers may not want to go. The University of St. Thomas, ahead of the curve.